In the line of duty over the last few months, I have been courting for the affection of a young woman called Lynette, moving cautiously to avoid getting carried away, but more importantly, not wanting to place any foot wrong. I have been candid about my intentions, but also curious. I'm fascinated by her, and word from a mutual friend has it that she is quite intelligent. Lynette and I met in the line of duty, working for a mutual entity on a short-term contract. As far as conversation goes, we hit it off from the onset, talking about life in this sphere of short-term contracts as we had both experienced it. And from that day, she had me hooked, lived in my head rent-free like Alicia Keys as we got well acquainted with one another. In our few exchanges, I have come to learn of her detests as well as likings, and so has she of mine. Surprisingly so, or not, depending on which way you look at it. Many of our likings are mutual except for the fact that she is an ambivert and a Manchester United fan. It pains even as I type it here. Lynette is not regular. She's not the same. She is just other. Her bright eyes could pass for an insight into the future, and yet her voice doesn't sound a day over 16. Judging a book by its cover, it is easy to pass her for a Rwandese descendant. But to the contrary, she's a proud Makiga. She's a happy person, but it's her receptiveness and kindness that supersedes her juvenile voice for me. And more importantly, I am impressed by her work ethic. Her tenacity is something to admire. Her attitude towards work makes her even more beautiful, beyond the sizzling brown skin that I had mistaken for a Rwandese origin. For a long time, I had taken a silent oath, one I constantly renewed every time I became friends with a nice lady, either on or offline, and a set of vows that looked at life with different lenses. But eventually, Lynette won me over. In her, I found someone who, without knowing it, tore down my walls that I laid my heart bare for her. She just doesn't know it yet. At every turn, at every thought, and at every moment, I have been and still am scared to the bone, unable to overcome my fear of being in love, my fear of floundering, my fear of saying the wrong thing, and yet I feel ready to profess my love to her. I dread the thought of an unknown future, and yet my imaginations picture us as perfect in this unperfect life. I mull with intense fear of falling short along this love journey. I ponder about an unstable life as I have come to know it, something that makes my guts spin like laundry in a washing machine. If I ever needed any words of encouragement about this thing called love, now would be more than a good time to receive them. Hi everyone, this is Robert K. Circles. Thank you so much for tuning into the podcast today. I really appreciate you taking the time to listen. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, I'd be incredibly grateful if you could take a moment to subscribe to the podcast so you don't miss any future episodes. Give us a like on your favorite podcast platform. Leave a comment letting us know what you thought. We love hearing your feedback. And if you know someone who might enjoy the show, please share it with them. Your support means the world to me and helps us reach more listeners. Thanks again for being a part of the Robert K. Circles community. Until next time, take care.